My name is Yudith Nieto, and I live in Houston, in the community of Manchester. Manchester is surrounded on all fours by the petrochemical industry, wastewater treatment plants, road yards, metal crushing facilities, and fertilizer. And on top of that, the ship channel, which is one of the largest channels in the United States. In the community of Manchester, we deal a lot with high percentages of asthma rates and cancer rates, respiratory issues, and really all kinds of ailments. Our elders have serious problems with hypertension and diabetes and stroke. Because there are a lot of people who are very proud of the community and refuse to move, and the resistance within the community as far as relocation is still very high. But there is still also, it's like half and half of the community that does want to be relocated, especially the people that have small children and that are elderly. They're the ones who can't really stay in the community much longer, the ones that have a lot of health issues and no insurance and no help from the government or our local officials. So in a perfect scenario, I guess, in my opinion, would be creating larger buffer zones where people are not allowed to live so close to the refineries and the industry. But because Houston is about to grow even more than it already is because of the expansion of the port, I fear that gentrification and new development will push more people into the margins, and more people will be forced to live within communities like Manchester and Pasadena and Galena Park. I care because my grandmother and my family still live in the community of Manchester, and we all grew up there, and it's a very tight-knit community. We all know our friends, our neighbors, and the reason I care is because I see this happening in a lot of other communities that are impacted by pollution, and most of them are communities of color. And the environmental racism that we deal with on an everyday basis seems like it only gets worse if people don't stand up to do anything about it. And it also seems like the industry has an agenda to train young people to work for the industry and to continue to create these jobs that not only are they unsafe for their health and their well-being, but also they think that they can still make money off of the resources that used to be abundant but now are very scarce. So I don't know. I guess I don't want to see the world continue to grow like this and continue to be destroyed for the sake of profits and commerce and money, which is something that we create ourselves. So it's absurd to me, and I think that creating a generation of resistance to this destructive industry, I think that we can create a better world to live in, because I plan to be here for a while longer, and I hope that eventually I leave a good world to our future generations and my nephew, and I want to say that I had something to do with that, and that I played a part in that, and that I worked along with people that have been working hard for that for years, and for the future generations. Well, people outside of the area can help by supporting the efforts that are happening within the community. It could be amplifying the voices in the community when it comes to petitioning to our local officials and our representatives, because there's a huge lack of political will in our communities in Houston. Yeah, I think we need to gather a lot of strength to really do this kind of work, because it's very important work, and it's very hard, depressing work. But if we didn't have this kind of pain in our hearts to see our world be destroyed and our planet be destroyed, then we wouldn't have the courage to get up and take a stand and do what we need to do for our future generations. So I encourage people to wake up and join the movement. It is a hard thing to do, and it is something that not only takes a lot of spiritual strength, but it takes a lot of physical and emotional strength as well. So I think we also need to help prepare each other for what's coming, because I think that if we keep going the way we are going, something huge will happen that will impact us in a very negative way. We're not ready for it. So I think we need to harness all our strengths and our skills and talents to be able to help each other walk towards that future that we really want.